Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 and welcome to episode 18 of The New Frontier. In the previous episode, we were trying to get some of the Tech Reborn stuff working, and that just didn't work out too well. So I went ahead and pulled it up. I spent a couple of days trying to get things to actually cooperate, and it really wasn't worth it because if we take a look at the Tech Reborn, there are upgrades to the machines. If we look down here, we have like the overclocker upgrade, but as you can see, it's work in progress coming soon. They actually do not function right now. So right now, they're just about as fast as the actually additions Powered Furnace and Crusher. So I might stick with those for the time being. So I went ahead and ripped it up. I was asked in comments how to create these moving fans, and basically it's just factory blocks with the chisel mod. So if I take a look at factory blocks, it's actually crafted with some stone, smooth stone, and some iron ingots, and it gives you 32 of the factory blocks. And if I put this in here, you can see all of the different patterns that you can get. I went ahead and created these, which is a massive fan, and unfortunately, based upon the X and Y coordinate, it renders it in a specific way, so you can't just render it anywhere or put the fans anywhere. You have to kind of have it aligned with how the mod wants you to place them. So it kind of indicates where you have to have your room. I think this also has a smaller fan. If I'm not mistaken, it might not be a factory block. If I take a look at chisel, there might be another block in here. Where is that? You can see that there are quite a few of these blocks that you can chisel. But I'm not seeing it right now. There is one that allows you to craft up a single fan. Maybe if I type in fan, well, we got that one. It doesn't look like it comes up anymore. Factory fan. Well, this is what the chisel mod. Doesn't look animated though, but this one's also using factory block. Was there another page? It doesn't look like it, so I'm not entirely sure. But I really like the chisel mod for adding more of a depth to your builds. So that's what I chose. And back here are also factory blocks, basically chiseled into these little grates looking thing. But today I think I'm going to start looking at another mod, and this is going to be TSON. TSON actually has a couple of aspects to it. It has well, tools, but it also has magical portions of it, so we can actually get into a little bit of the magic. But I'm really more interested in some of these technology related things like the electric furnace. There's a electric crusher, former, alloy furnace, and so on. So I would like to take a look at those, see if they handle things a little bit faster than the actually additions. So in order to do this, we're going to need some iron plates. We can either use the Tech Reborn, but that uses a Tech Reborn crusher, and since I'm not getting into that, I am probably going to look at the TSON craft, and that just uses a little bit of iron and a cave wrench. So let's go ahead and craft up one of these guys, and I'm assuming this is going to take durability. So if I place that like that, oh no, it's not taking durability away. Oh wow, looks like a gun. But I went ahead and went into my caves and started mining a little bit more. I noticed that I was low on iron, so I went ahead and grabbed quite a bit of iron as well. So let's go ahead and craft up quite a few of these actually. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need. Let me just do 18 for now. Let's see if we can actually create this powered furnace or electric furnace. That's going to require, ooh, 10 plates. Oops. Let me go ahead and grab some of those. I got plenty of tin. Got 1,000 tin. And a little bit of glass creates one of these tin machine casings. There we go. And one of these basic power cores. And I don't have any redstone blocks, so let's go ahead and craft up a couple of those. And let's just place this guy down and see what he does. I am not completely familiar with this, so I do not know what it's going to do. So it does look like it's an electric furnace, as it says. D-U-N-S-W. Down, up, north, south, west. I am not sure what the... Oh, the colors are related to this stuff. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So you can actually have this configured to output on a particular side. So like the output is orange. So if we wanted it to go... Wonder why I can't go east. That's kind of weird. Is it because it's facing east? Let me pick this guy up. I don't know if this is going to break it. Okay. I didn't want to lose the machine. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it basically removes the side where the front is, so you can't do anything with the front. So that's pretty cool. It's smart enough to figure out which direction. So if I wanted everything to go east, for example, for the output, we just make that orange, and that should go east. Nice. And you can see that it's orange on that side. And these are whitish gray? I guess disabled. I guess that's the disabled color. So that's pretty cool. It does take RF, which is good because that's what we have. So let's go ahead and place that guy there. Let me see how fast this guy is. I should have some cables in my inventory. So let me grab some of those and let's smelt up, I don't know, some nether quartz. Make it into silicon. So let's run a cable. Looks like it can accept these cables, which is good. There we go. And that is receiving power. Nice. That is so much easier than Tech Reborn. Cool. So if I put that in there, it takes a little bit. 2, 3, 4, about 4 seconds to craft up a single item. This furnace... 1, 2, 3, 4. About the same amount of time. So that didn't really buy me anything. But there are additional furnaces. So this is the one that I made. There's this one that uses a iron machine casing next to this guy. And it crafts up this other furnace. It's also called electric furnace, but it doesn't indicate why. That's steel. So what does that consist of? Iron plates. I can do that. Let me go ahead and upgrade this guy and see if that increases anything. So I have iron plates already. Let's go ahead and craft up one of those. Put this next to it, and there we go. Let's see if this increases the speed or anything. Well, it does look like the power came in faster. It looks about the same. The same speed. So why did I upgrade? It's got a nice looking user interface though. I am not entirely sure why I had to upgrade. What about the steel one? Because there's also these electric furnaces, which is kind of bizarre. Maybe it gives it more power, because this is the normal one, the first one that I created, but then you give it a standard power core and it turns into this guy, whatever that means. Yeah, I really wish that there was something. Is there like a book or anything with this mod? Looks like there's a cave guide. That's just dirt and sugar. Okay. Interesting way to create a book, but let's go ahead and create that guy. There we go. Throw that away. And it looks like there is some information. Metallic blends, essence evaporator, runic tiles. A lot of this is with the magic side. Energy siphon. It doesn't look like there's a lot on the tech side. That doesn't look like a lot on the magic side either. Just instruction of how to actually do it, but not a lot in regards to the book. Here's the Book of Knowledge. I think these are with the magic side, so I might end up having to get into the magic stuff. I don't think the Book of Knowledge is something that you read. I think you can just use it to craft things, like a crafting table. That's fun. I'm not sure. I guess with one plank you can create 4 crafting tables. Yeah, that doesn't help much. So I guess the thing that I could do is take a look at the black furnace. And this is with steel. So this does look like I need steel ingots in a plate former. So let's see. Where's the plate former? Let's go ahead and create one of these guys. And that is going to require one of these again. And I guess I can't go back in history. Plate former. I guess I want the first one. I have everything except for this guy. So let's go ahead and create one of those. Let's grab a couple of those. Cool. And plate former, where are you? Forgot to craft that thing again. Not that, but this guy. And let's see what this does. There we go. Cool. So now we have a furnace and a plate former. Should we upgrade it to the next one? I mean, that's pretty simple to do. Might as well. I mean, I am running through my iron rather quickly, so I guess I need to be somewhat conscious about that. There we go. I don't know what the point is of upgrading right now, because there's no documentation on this, but let's go ahead and throw in a power cable right here, and I'll probably put, kind of want the crusher and stuff on the left, so electric furnace there. I might put the plate former here. There we go, and cool. And I think this is another way to create these iron plates. So let's take a look at the steel that we needed for this guy. That's going to require steel ingot from Armor Plus, Tech Reborn, Extreme Reactors. May have to get that Book of Knowledge. I mean, what are the other recipes for that steel? That's the TSON steel. I clicked on that again. Tech Reborn steel. Smelt a turbine, which is weird. That's not very helpful. Alright, so it does look like I might have to get into this Book of Knowledge stuff. And it does look like I need those. So let me pause for a little bit and check this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I found another way to make steel, and that's going to be with a alloy furnace. So let's go ahead and craft up one of these as well. I'm kind of thinking that I might need recipes for a lot of these things. Let's go ahead and create the 4 furnace, and one of these guys. I kind of want to do that, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's create a couple of crafters. Sleep through the night real quick before a bunch of mobs show up. Looks like there's a mob outside my house right now. Just hanging out, I guess. There we go. Cool. Let's see if this actually worked. It's still crafting. Yeah, this stuff's pretty slow, which is fine. So let's take a look at that TSON alloy furnace again. And that's going to require a couple of these blocks. There we go. And one of these basic power cores. There we go. And I need more tin plates. So right now I'm just going to do this manually. Eventually we're going to have these as crafted recipes, and I didn't get enough. Wasn't paying attention. There we go. That should be enough. There we go. Cool. And go ahead and create this electric alloy furnace. Let's go ahead and plop this guy, I don't know, right here. Why not? Make sure that we run some power to it. I know that TSON Craft also has its own power stuff. TSON Pylon. It has these pylons that are able to link up power. Right now I'm just using these cables. I think you can use the pylons to basically speed up the machines. So we'll take a look at those later. But for right now, I think it might be nice to create some of that steel. And I think the only way that I can create steel currently is taking some iron and coal and coming down here. So 1 iron ingot and 8 coal will produce cave ingot steel. Is that what I wanted? I am not entirely sure if that's exactly what I wanted. It looks right. Yeah, there we go. And if we put that into the plate former, we should be able to get a plate from that. Nice. All right. So what I am going to do real quick, I need to create these as recipes because of the fact that we're going to be needing quite a few of these plates and steel. So let's go ahead and see, where are we at on the crafter stuff? Looks like we're still making the processors. So while we're waiting on that, I do need more item transfer nodes. Do I have a recipe for a chest? I do. Let's go ahead and craft up a, oop, not that, couple of those, and let's go ahead and grab some pipe. Thank you. And one more machine before I pause it again. I want to go ahead and grab the crusher because I think this will come in very handy. So let's go ahead and do that. TSON crusher. Electric crusher. See, I'm still not entirely sure what the difference is between these. I think it might be with speed, but I could be wrong. Whoa, I do not have any of that stuff. So let's go ahead and create another one of those blocks. More of these guys. And craft up one of those. Craft up one of these. There we go. Cool. And let's go ahead and put the other crusher in here, and that'll start filling up with power. I do have more of these solar panels outside of the more advanced. I even started creating these solar panel 4, and these will actually produce 128 RF per tick, which is going to be very beneficial for our power supply. It does look like we have a lot of power backed up, or buffered, so that is good. I know that this also does solar stuff, so we might actually take a look at these solar panels from TSON Craft as well, because might as well take a look at all of the different parts to this mod. So let's go ahead and clean up some of my inventory. I'm going to craft up some of those recipes. Looks like my crafters are done. And I am going to place these guys right on top, just like this. And I think if I grab my wrench, that is not the right one. Here's the wrench, I think. Is that the right one? Why doesn't it show me what mod this is from anymore? Forestry is that one. Chisel and Bits is that one. Tech Reborn. There we go. Well, I mean, it's Tech Reborn, but I have been able to rotate this stuff, right? No? Which one is the rotate wrench? Oops. Wrench. That one can rotate blocks. Can I do that one? There we go. Cool. So I can make these point downward, just like I did over here. And let me go ahead and craft up some recipes, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I've created a few recipes. So if I take a look in here, we can see that we can create a steel plate. So if I were to do that, it's going to basically use these steel ingots in the metal former, plate former downstairs, and it'll be able to craft it for us. I think. Did that work? Oh, you know what? I didn't change these to accept input. So up is going to be that blue. There we go. Don't forget to do those. Cool. And down is going to be orange. Right? Is that going to pull out? Is it a different orange? No, there's only one orange. This guy right here, transfer node, come on, pull it out. Does it need to auto output? That is not full. Why you no pull out? Down. It's always interesting to figure out some of these new mods because that is not working. Come on, go down. Well, I know that there's different conduits, so let's take a look real quick at what conduits it has. Here's some conduits. Those are energy conduits. Doesn't look like there's any item conduits. Why you no work? Hello? Am I supposed to use the wrench or something? Ugh, not you. Wrench. Let's go ahead and grab this cave wrench and see. Break that real quick. Well, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be outputting. Did that work? That does not seem to want to work. Why you no work? If I were to put that in there, it's able to start searching for a chest. Sort of. That is all connected. Is there something going on with the thing here? Well, these seem to be working just fine. Why doesn't this one work? Oh, maybe it did. If I were to come back over here, take a look in here, we should have a steel plate. We do, but that's not the one that we crafted. That one's still stuck in the machine. Why doesn't it output to the bottom? That's my question. Because that is orange, and I said down is orange. Let me just set these others to orange. That's not going to work. Why is that pulling out? Does it need like a chest or something to pull out? I am not entirely sure. Why is that not pulling out? Let me make a chest, or grab a chest that we have. Let me just grab one of these and see if it'll output into a chest. Well, that one's not configured anymore. If I put that there, it is still not outputting. Why is that not outputting? TSON. Of course, it's going to make it difficult for me. There's a machine casings, all of these energy pylons, hydrator compactor. Doesn't look like there's anything pipe or conduit related that would pull out of the machine. I'm really hoping that this one's not broke. Let me pause it real quick. Sorry about that. I thought this would work, but let me try to figure it out and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I have tried so many different things. I even created an ESD. I put it back in my inventory just to try to pull out of this guy, and I think the only thing that I was able to find that actually worked was a Minecraft vanilla hopper. So, yeah, if there's actually something that I'm missing, please let me know in the comments. But at least with this, I'm able to create the other plate, and it's able to pull out into this hopper, and I went ahead and made them go all the way that direction, so you can see that all of my hoppers are just feeding into the next, and whenever it gets down to here, it basically has this transfer node, and from that I should be able just to connect that there, and that should be able to transfer those plates back into my refined storage system. That might work for now. It's not exactly the most ideal solution, because hoppers are rather slow, but I really wasn't able to figure out how to use transfer nodes to pull things out of the inventory. Like I said, I even tried the ESD, trying to get that to pull out. That didn't work either, so I am not exactly sure. Maybe it's bugged, maybe that's the way it's intended to be created or automated. I don't know, but that is just kind of crappy. I might try like the item laser relay or something at some point, but at least the hoppers will work for now. So now I have another issue. All of these that have the recipes for being able to feed into this, those just work fine. All of the single slot, but this guy right here, I am having some difficulty because it is not actually crafting the item needed for this. Not entirely sure why. Don't know if I need another hopper. Because here, let me show you the issue that I have. This has two different colors, a blue one and a green one. I can't have both. So yeah, that's a thing. I am not entirely sure why, but let me go ahead and try a hopper, and let me see if that helps. So let's go ahead and craft up one of those guys. Let me go ahead and grab some coal and make sure that I have enough iron. Let me break this guy for now. Go ahead and transfer him. I don't know, green. And this is going to be 8 coal with 1 iron. And as you can see, it's able to do coal, but not the iron. So now we got to figure out how to get this guy to work for automation. If I just cycle through, it's able to get them eventually, but that's really not ideal, and that really doesn't work with the other crafter too well. I guess one thing that I could do is maybe use a chest here and a couple of transfer nodes. Ugh, this is just gross, but that might be the way that we do it. So I have a chest, and I have my crafters here, and transfer nodes can have filters. So let's go ahead and grab an item filter real quick. Don't have any string in the system, so let's go ahead and grab some string. Let's craft up a couple of these item filters. And if we come down here, not a hopper, but a chest. I have a feeling that that's not going to work. So up, let's say that. Does that actually pull out? No. So items have to be pushed in. So I'm thinking that I might have to create my chest maybe right here with my crafter on top of that. I can't open that now. Maybe if I put that right here. This is really bad. Chest right there. Let me go ahead and pick this guy up. Where's my axe? Make it a little bit faster. I should be able to throw this pattern right there. If I were to come in here and ask for that cave steel, it'll just put those items into this chest. Alright, so now if I look at extra utilities, we have these transfer nodes, but do I have the filter? That's a wireless transmitter. I thought we had transfer filter. Here we go. That's exactly what we need. So let's go ahead and craft up transfer filters. Got 4 of those from the one filter that I had. Might not actually need that because this I'm just going to place right there and right there. So for the up channel, let's just say it's blue and that way south. That is going to be green. All right. And if we take a look at this, we can put filters in. Single stack, unlimited. Does look like we're going to need filter. So if I shift right click this guy, so this is the top. Let's just say that this one's iron ingots for now. And that is going to be whitelist. I can ignore NBT, ignore meta, ignore or dictionary. That might be fine. And let's go ahead and throw that in there. And we should be able to hook this guy up just like that, maybe? I think that's connected. Is that connected? Doesn't look connected. Oops. Did not mean to break it all. Crap. Where'd that go? Did that destroy my filter? That may have destroyed my filter. No! This is just not working out too well, is it? Did that just go somewhere else? Man, that destroyed my filter. Well, crap. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that guy right there. And transfer node right there. Shouldn't that work? So that has an iron ingot. Alright, let's create another filter. Filter. What happened to both of my filters? Am I just blind here? It's not in there. What in the world happened to my other filter? Because I had 2 filters. Weird. Let me go ahead and craft up a couple more of those. And let's go ahead and come down here. Guess we have to be very careful. Ignore iron. Let me see if that works. Does that work? Please say it works. That is not connecting in. Why you not work? Unlimited. Single item. Man, this just does not like me at all. Alright, well, why you not work? I'm afraid to break you. Well, that was fine. Isn't that supposed to work? I know that it says grid power 0, 0, but I don't think you need grid power for this. Do I need a wrench? Do I have another wrench? I have a cave wrench. That doesn't do anything. Alright, so let me go back to the drawing board. I was hoping that this would work, but it doesn't look like it, so I'll be right back. Alright, so it does look like there might be an issue with the inventory, because this does connect whenever I use a hopper, but it doesn't like it whenever I'm using something else from the TSON craft. So that kind of stinks. Is there a way to not get these to touch? Is there another wrench that I can create? I'm just gonna have to create all the wrenches. What is that? Which mod is that from? Rotation? Well, that does rotate. Where'd you go? Let me just break that and maybe put it on the backside right here. This is getting really ugly. Get it to work first and then we'll make it pretty later, right? Is that the way it goes? Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some more pipes because we ran out. And let's go ahead and go right here to here. And that did put a transfer pipe in there, but we want to be able to filter this on iron ingots. There we go. And this one, we're going to filter coal. Whitelist, ignore NBT, ignore metadata. And let's go ahead and put this guy right here. So now, if we put single one of those in there and 8 of those guys, does this not work? Where are those going? Oh, there they are. What happened? Did that pull out? Maybe I already had coal in there. Oh, man, what a pain. One of those. Oh boy, this is not working out very well. There we go. Let me just see if this works. Please work. Because this is a real pain in the butt. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. There we go. It pulled out. Should have come down here. It did. Let me just throw that in there. And it goes back into the system. Wow, that is an ugly mess just for one machine. I am going to have to figure out a way to get this a little bit cleaner because that is ugly, and I might have an issue whenever I just throw in a bunch of crap. It may not work very well. Really don't want it to start having some issues with competing recipes, because if I take a look, I should be able to create like a pattern here for 1 copper and 3 tin. If I do this, 3 tin, 1 copper, this should make bronze if I'm not mistaken. See if I can grab that. Or is it 2? May have been 2. Wait. Recipe for that. That is 3 copper, 1 tin. Oh, I got that reversed. Did I? Did I get that reversed? How did that create? Yeah, like seriously, how did that create? Alloy furnace. Because I didn't have 3 copper. Oh, this is confusing. Let me grab some copper. One of these guys. Let me just test this out real quick. 1 copper. 1 tin. I don't think that's the correct recipe, but I am not going to complain. It looks like it's going to allow me to do 1 copper, 1 tin gives me 3 of those guys. That is most likely a bug, but I am not going to complain. But like I was trying to insinuate before, if I were trying to create these cave ingots and bronze at the same time, might get the wrong things in here. I might end up with a tin and some coal, and that's not going to do anything. It's going to gum up the machine. So I do need to figure out a better mechanism for getting the right recipes together. But that is going to have to wait until the next episode, I think. I think I have reached that wrapping up point, unfortunately. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to play a little bit with trying to get items in and out of these machines. Try to come up with maybe some recipes. I know that I have the crafter here. Might be interesting to see if this electric crusher can do any better. From the documentation that I saw, there were slots. There are slots on this one, but not on these others for like the upgrades. Because if I take a look at TSON, there should be a couple of speed upgrades in here somewhere. Like here, there's a speed upgrade that I should be able to put in that slot. But maybe it's not until you upgrade it. So let me, before we end it off for today, let me go ahead and grab that. That may have gone out. Crusher. Yeah, there we go. Let me go ahead and upgrade this guy. So the usage of this is going to be that. I can go ahead and craft up one of those. Look at the usage. This is the first one, right? I guess I didn't upgrade that one. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. I need more steel plates. And that is going to take those cave ingots. Let me craft up 10 more of those guys. In this weird crafting system that I have going on here. Plate former. That is not going to work. Let me make sure that it has the right recipes in here. There we go. There we go. Cool. So that created those crushed ones. So while that's going, plate. Got 2 more. Cave ingot. I need 1 more cave ingot. Because I only got 3. Come on. There we go. Let me come over here and crush these guys, and I should be able to upgrade this crusher. I said crush, but I meant plate forming. There's that one. I know that I'm probably running over time, but I really want to get this before I end off for today. Well, while that's going, let me go ahead and look at the recipe for that. Do that. Cool. Get rid of those, upgrade it to this guy. I don't think there's any usage for... Oh, there is. Standard power core, sure. Let's go ahead and create one of those. TSON. And create one of those. Oh, I'm missing plates. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just place this one and see what it does. Just like that. Doesn't look any different. Up is going to be input. Down is output. Doesn't seem any faster. Yeah, doesn't seem any faster. So, yeah, maybe it's just for the color purposes, or maybe I'm able to accept other things. I really wish there was an in-game guide. So I think in between episodes, I'm going to do a little bit of research and figure out how all of this stuff works, because the documentation that I was looking at apparently was really old and didn't work out too well. So, yeah. So I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. It's always fun to try out new mods, even if we end up not using them in the long term. I would like to get into some of these solar panels and storage for energy, maybe in the next episode. But I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you could rate and comment down below, it would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you like the series, please hit that subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.